Welcome. What's good?
What it do?
It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy in the building. What's going on, y'all? SLAC Chat episode 104, baby.
Yes, episode 104. Appreciate y'all bearing with us. A little bit late starts. I'm had some technical difficulties as usual.
It happens.
My computer picked the best time to reboot. So we already got slackers in the building. We got Unc. What's up?
What's going on, Unc?
We got Pops.
Yep.
And we got Moms too. That's what's up.
Yeah.
And we even got Strizzy Tube in the building with a little. I appreciate that.
Let y'all know.
And click on Strizzy Tube in the comments, and you can go to Strizzy's YouTube page. Almost at 1,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button.
I need 6 more. That's it.
That's what's up. But yeah, so not too much going on in the world of sports for this edition. Honestly, we were talking before. It was like kind of like the calm before the storm.
Yep.
But we're gonna go ahead and run through our things real quick, hit our topics, and have some fun. But we definitely appreciate you guys being with us. We appreciate your time. We know that's very important, and we appreciate you being part of the SLAC family. Any other things before we get popping?
Nothing too crazy. Before we get started, another special shout out to Jared Campbell. Thanks for coming through the show last week. That was really, really cool for him. I know he's got a lot going on and a bunch more about to go on. So again, appreciate that. Working on getting some more guests for the show. I know we wanted to get Anthony in here as well. We got to talk to him, get him on for sure. Cause I definitely want to get him on here. I know he's doing I think the management, sports management, something like that now. So I definitely want to hear about that for sure. But yeah, man, we tirelessly working, tirelessly working. So I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with us.
Absolutely. All right, let's make it official.
Yep.
Now it's official. Say Like a Champ, episode 104. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy.
And before we get rolling on our topics, we do got to bring in one more distinguished member of the panel tonight, Mr. Mad Marcus. What's good?
Good.
Man, it's one of them days, man. I hope y'all can hear me.
Oh, yeah, we got you.
I'm on a laptop. I left all my equipment at the church.
Gotcha. Well, that's okay. Well, where you're making it happen. We appreciate you being here with us.
Sure.
Absolutely. And speaking of being here with us, we do got Mr. Anthony Weston himself. We were just talking about him.
Absolutely.
What's up, man?
So appreciate you being here with us, brother. All right. So, before we do get started, I was going to say one more thing I forgot to say during the pre-intro. It is Mamba Day, August 24th. Rest in peace to great Kobe Bryant, one of my favorite players. His birthday was yesterday. And then, Mamba Day, the 8/24 is today. So he gets multiple days, So we definitely had to have him on the cover. Still so crazy that he's passed. We get to see so many other legends like grow old and things like that. And I feel like he still had more wisdom to give us. But definitely got a shout out to Kobe Bryant on Mamba Day.
Definitely.
Grace joining in. Hello. Appreciate you being with us. But yeah, so I think that that's out of the way. We'll go ahead and get into our first topic.
All right, Trizzy, you ready? We got the flag football championship this weekend, okay?
Got it, Coach.
We won 3 times in a row, right? We going for the 4-peat. I got the play, okay? This is going to be the secret play. I'm going to draw it here, but we're going to have to burn this board down because we can't let anybody know, okay, what the secret play. Okay, so make sure you're ready to memorize it, okay?
Got it.
It's better than the annexation of Puerto Rico, okay? This has got nothing on that, okay? We haven't named it yet, but we'll figure it out. And boom, that's the play. Exactly. 4-peat on the way.
All right, NFL talk. Let's go ahead and pull up our graphic to help us get started. Not too much stuff going on with NFL talk, honestly. I'm I'm going to try to share this screen and see if it works. I don't know. I would have had this prepared. Okay, I think we did it. Okay. All right, let's make it happen. So NFL talk. So we have a couple injury updates. Carson Wentz is actually looking like he will start. He had surgery during camp, and they, kind of gave like a 2 to 9 weeks or something kind of crazy wide range, but looks like he's going to be ready for the start of the season, which is good news if there's any Colts fans out there. And then Michael Thomas, he's not going to be ready to go. He had his surgery like with peculiar timing, so looks like he's not going to be ready to roll for the beginning of the year. I think he's going to be out at least the first 2 or 3 weeks. So that's really the injury updates. This preseason has actually been sort of clean in terms of big players going down.
Right.
We'll see how that continues in. But I don't know. So anything you guys got on the injuries, or have you heard anything else? What do you think about?
I feel like they learned a little bit from last year. You know what I mean? With so many injuries happening well before even preseason started. You know what I mean? It was a bunch of big injuries. I remember the safety from the Chargers went out like before the season even started. That really sucked. He's a big piece of that defense. So I feel like the starters are playing less this preseason than what they even normally do. You know what I mean? So they're getting in there for like, a series, maybe 2, and then they're stepping out in the 2 and 3s or fighting for positions in their jobs. But I think they're learning a little bit. It's like get them ready for the season, but let's not risk them too much. Right,
and it is one less game as well.
Sure. Is it true about what Unc said that Dak got a shoulder injury?
So I think So Dak is technically he hasn't been playing. He has the shoulder injury, but I think what Unc is referring to is just the original injury from camp, where they kind of had to slow him down and haven't had him throwing as much. Okay. But from what we hear and what we expect, he'll be ready for September 9th for sure, but he's not going to play at all in the preseason. So we'll see. Anthony Weston says Chiefs went to AZ and got the dub. I know it's only preseason, but the line looks great. The Chiefs are definitely, going to be a force to be reckoned with again. There's no question. And although it is only preseason, we have seen some good stuff. Like Unc also said, rookie quarterbacks looking okay so far. Some of them are showing talent. Trey Lance, he looks like he can throw the ball all around the field.
Bro, Trey Lance is looking legit. He's my kind of sleeper for offensive rookie of the year. If he gets enough starting time, he must be for offensive rookie of the year.
And I could see him taking over later. He still has some other things to learn as far as managing. And Jimmy G is a veteran, so we'll see how that goes. Trevor Lawrence kind of getting beat up behind the Jags offensive line.
He's I know it kind of sucks because he's he said he's getting beat up behind the offensive line, but he actually looks like the worst of like the top 5 quarterbacks that went. You know what I mean? Like of all of them, he's actually played the worst so far. So we'll see, man. I think he's gonna tough road for him.
Right. And along the lines, no, I was gonna say along the lines of that, Anthony Weston, he said Justin Fields needs to be playing, and Marcus, as you're about to be saying, Andy Dalton was named the starter today, so it looks like he's gonna have his time to kind of lead the Bears for a while. But
Fields, he's been getting booed though, so I don't know how it's gonna go with the fans.
This preseason game this weekend, they had Andy Dalton playing like into the second quarter, and I think the fans were expecting Fields to come out, so they booed him when he came out for like his 3rd or 4th drive. I think that Fields is just a gamer. Like he might not have it all as polished as Andy Dalton, of course, being a veteran, but he just I feel like he's just going to go out there and try to win. So
he finds a way, man. The Bears' offensive line is really, really bad. Unc is right on that one. The Bears' line looks really, really god awful. So a lot of people are basically saying like, let Dalton go out there and get beat up until Justin Fields time because they don't want to risk him getting injured. But if you watch that game, you saw a lot of plays like really break down, and Andy Dalton really couldn't do anything about it. Whereas like when a play breaks down for Justin Fields, he can still make something happen with his legs. So it's one of those things where it's like for a fact Dalton's not your future. Fields is. Like you said, he's a gamer, man. Just let the kid get in there and take his licks, but also grow as a starter in this league. He's their future, in my opinion. So let him run.
Yeah. No, I agree. Speaking of other quarterback battles, Jameis Winston looks good. It looks like he'll be the starter officially for the Saints. And I feel like Michael Thomas, I wish he was there for Winston because even though I don't like the Saints, I want to see him do well. Like I like Jameis Winston, and I think he should definitely be the clear-cut starter there. they can use Taysom Hill as the gadget guy. So it'll be interesting to see what Sean Payton does and how Winston bounces back. But I'm rooting for him, honestly.
Definitely agree with you there.
Marcus, thank you for pointing out that video, by the way, Marcus, of Jameis Winston going through the tackle dummies. That was too funny.
Yeah,
but do you think he's going to do well or what, Marcus?
Yeah, I always thought he was going to be the guy. I never thought it was going to be Taysom Hill anyway. I thought he's going to always be the guy, but you got to make some kind of controversy since Drew Brees not there. So right. I think he's always a good quarterback, okay quarterback. But I think with being there, he's going to become better, especially when Mike Thomas comes back. So he'll be fine. He'll be the guy all the way through.
Yeah, I agree. I think another thing on the agenda, COVID protocol. A lot of different players have been out with COVID protocol, either close contact or actually with COVID. We have about 2 weeks until kickoff. It's 2 weeks from Thursday, so hopefully everybody can get cleared up. I just want to see everybody out there playing, honestly. But the stadiums are full up. They're doing their thing. And there is a lot of fighting, as Anthony was mentioning. There was a fight at the Steelers game, and that one, I don't know if y'all saw that one, but
I don't know if it was a fight.
Yeah, it was more like it was pretty one-sided. But yeah, fans are out and about and they're wilding right now, honestly. So we'll see how that.
I wonder how long the fans are going to be in the stands because of the way stuff going right now. So hopefully they stay like this, but we'll see how long it stands.
I agree because it's very strange how like things are bouncing back very strong and like we're just not saying anything about it. Like
nothing.
So that is kind of concerning. But we'll see.
It's not happening, right? Like,
I think they're just like so hard up for that money. They're just like, we're not going to lose it again.
Yep.
They lost a lot, but they talking about the players getting vaccinated, all this, and doing protocol, but they haven't said anything about staying. So
yeah,
I don't know, man.
Well, Anthony Weston says he's going to the Cowboys game this weekend. So let us know what's going on out there. You know what I'm saying? Give us a live report.
And also Anthony, do not go in there with your Chiefs stuff. Quit being disrespectful. I know you. We all know you're a Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
Go in there correct, man. Don't go in there with that Chiefs stuff on, man. Come on.
I want to know who the family roots for. Is it everybody Chiefs? I think I've seen the family all together. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they all Chiefs. But we all know, man. Just do it for me, man. I don't have to come down there and help you fight somebody because you got the wrong stuff on. All right, man.
Yeah, we don't want to see you on one of these next clips. That's for sure.
I'm my brother, man.
Yeah, exactly. Real quick, Strizzy, I didn't know if you wanted to touch on the Robbie Anderson getting an extension for the Panthers real quick before we kind of wrap up NFL talk. But what did you think about that? You feeling good?
Yeah, I actually really like it. You know what I mean? I was really skeptical with the Robbie Anderson signing when he first came on last year just because the Jets only use him as a deep threat. You know what I mean? Like, they literally only use him as a deep threat. So the fact that they actually use him as a good receiver and we've got the offensive, knowledge behind offensive coordinator, I do like it. But another thing, like, kind of staying on the Panthers, though, that really surprised me with their game against the Ravens, the starters, the offensive line looked great, man. Darnold has so much time to pass back there, and like that's something that we haven't had in an extremely long time. So I'm hoping that offensive line can, stay healthy, especially when Christian comes back. He's kind of staying out of preseason this year. I'm not sure if he's going to play in the last game or not, but the offensive line looked really, really good. I think that's what I'm most excited for. Hopefully, he can stay healthy.
Cool.
So does that make him the number one receiver, getting extensions and stuff, or he's still?
It's still DJ. It's DJ.
Really?
Yo, yeah.
I don't know, man. This dude getting paid and stuff first year there. I don't know.
Yeah, but DJ's
he come on
contract though. DJ about to get hella paid. Yeah, he'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
DJ was like one of the top 5 receivers in reception yards last year, at number 2 in yards up to the catch at like almost 19.
Well, Robbie Anderson, he was up there too, though. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know, man.
He actually fell far behind him. Actually, he fell far behind him a little bit.
But because he was the Jets last year, right? With Donald.
No, he was with the Panthers last year.
He was with us.
This is second. He's going to his second.
Yeah, second year going with us.
Oh, okay. But he did play with Donald before, though, right?
Yeah, he did play with Donald before. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. My thing is this: DJ had less receptions and more yards than Robbie did last year. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. I'm actually really happy with our receiving core.
It's a good problem to have. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Especially with Terrence Marshall coming on, playing so strong like he is the last couple of games. Like I'm excited to see what we do. Hopefully we play better than last year.
For sure. But with that being said, that's pretty much it for NFL talk. Other than we did want to plug our Pick'em League every week. We do our Pick'em through Yahoo. You can go to the link in our bio or the end of this description, and you can see where you can click to join.
Who won last year?
Yeah, Strizzy won, and let me get two. My boy, let me get two. He was ahead for a long time,
longest time,
and then the last couple weekends. The last couple weekends, Strizzy started a little hot streak. So
I was in it.
Huh?
Oh no, I was just saying,
Mom's top 3, right?
Yeah,
Mom's was actually right up there.
Yeah,
and she said she joined the league today, so watch out. So we'll be ready. Yeah, she won a couple different weeks. So and when we won that. Yeah, he won the top spot. So so yeah, we definitely need to do that again. Anthony West is on board. That's it's just fun, for the bragging rights. We do a season-long competition too, of course, as we're talking about with Strizzy, but week to week, if you win that week, you get a Super Bowl square for our Super Bowl contest. So and you get bragging rights, of course, you know what I'm saying? You get to be the star for that week. So that's what's up. Other than that, though, NFL talk, I mean, we're going to see a lot more action. The final week of the preseason is this weekend. And then next Tuesday or Wednesday, I think it is, the cut down goes from 80 to 53, which is a big cut. That's when you'll see the rosters really take shape. So
we'll be like, cut me. No, I ain't got Tommy waiting on me.
I know, right?
Out of suspense. I already know that suspense.
And they said since it's such a big number, actually, that probably a lot of teams are going to cut like half of those guys right away, and then the ones that they want to keep. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So
it's gonna come back.
That's another thing that's always interesting on Hard Knocks, though, when they talk about that and they show the guy going to get him, and hey, bring the playbook.
Episode for sure.
Yeah. So that's what's up with that. The Chiefs cut Taco Charlton.
He's still playing.
He's still trying to make it, but it's funny, that was the Cowboys. Speaking of America's team, they've been doing really well in the draft over the last several years actually, but that's one where they really had a buzz. They could have gotten TJ Watt at that spot and end up with this dude. So when you compare that just that's
that hurts.
Yeah. So all right,
agree. Speaking on that, do y'all agree with TJ Watt being top 10 this year, top 100? He's top 10.
I do.
Really?
When you think about like the defensive ends and stuff like that in there, I mean, like he was a monster, man. Like as much as I hate that team, he was an absolute beast. You know what I mean? Like it's tough. It's tough. Like a lot of times it's tough putting a lot of defensive players in because the league is so offensively minded now. But when I think about the top defensive players in the league, he's definitely up there.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got a little bit of branding behind him and like the notoriety for the name recognition too. I think that helps.
I agree with that.
So, all right. But yeah, get at us if you have any trouble joining the Pick'em. If you guys want to join, you might as well. You know what I'm saying? It's free to play, and we'll see what's up with that. I'm definitely excited for that though. I definitely am gonna win at least 1 week. That's all I'm shooting for. Let me get at least 1 week.
We gotta use that for the sports book too. And obviously I'm going in there for both. If I win and pick 'em, I'm winning in the sports books as well. This is what's going down.
We'll see. I'm gonna be asking for a loan soon, Jersey. All right, let's get it popping. Let's go to this next quick one. All right, I had to go a little bit old school with that NBA talk, you know what I'm saying? Just because that's the quick intro, and this is going to be a quick decision, a quick topic, I think. We really only have a few things. We got a couple guys here that got paid, which is pretty cool, but basically got extensions. I have to give it to Robert Williams, the center for the Celtics. I really barely know him, and he got paid. He got paid big money. So shout out to him. I think he got 3 years, $54 million. And I'm like, that's like, when we talk about it, we laugh about how like the NFL, like they just don't get paid the same. Like that's like big money if you're in the NFL. Like you have to be a big star to get that type of money. Yeah. But that's cool for them. Mo Wagner, Terry Rozier, and them. Also, we have Kobe Day today. We talked about a little bit, 8/24. But definitely, gotta say what's up for Kobe. You know what I'm saying? I got him over me and things like that over here. That's just my guy, man. I don't know. And it's funny how so many people hated on him before everything, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I think they started liking him towards the end, though, after he retired. And I think they started kind of feeling.
That's true. He was more embraced.
Right.
Doing the 3-peat and stuff, they was not liking Kobe at all. So
yeah, I'm about to say when Kobe was wearing number 8, he got the most hate ever. Like the most hate. I think people started coming around a little bit. And of course, like as he got older, you know what I'm saying, matured a little bit, you know what I mean? I think more people started to love him more than they hated him. And let's be honest, if you hated him,
how much I liked
him,
right. I didn't know how much I liked him because like since he's been gone, like I still can't watch stuff about him because it just don't feel right, you know.
Yeah.
So it just sucks, man. I'm like, man, why he has to be gone? Then not just him, but you know his daughter's gone too. So it just like, man,
definitely. It's one of those things that just still seems like it's like this really bad nightmare. You know what I mean? Like it's like when they say, you know, taken too soon, like he was most definitely taken too soon. Like his career was really just getting started. We have no idea what he, you know, really wanted to do and all the things that he wanted to do. So like, I'm with Marcus, man. Like anytime I see like a video, like sometimes I can't even watch it. Like I'd be scrolling past, like I can't do that right now. Like I had a good day today. I can't watch this right now.
Yeah, not that it mattered though. I just want to kind of know from you, A-Dub, like how, you think it still would have been bad, but like say when he was playing and this happened, you think it'll be a bigger effect? Do you think, or it just probably like similar, the same? You think, or what you think?
I think it'd be a bigger thing because it's just like you just never know how it would end. So that is one thing that I am grateful for, that he did get to end his career with that 60-point night, and he did get to kind of just, you know, start to transition into different things. At least he closed that chapter, because I think, and I know this is not the same, but you know, even when you talk about like Tupac or Biggie, like when people are taken like in their prime or like during what they're doing, you know, I feel like it just puts them in a different level, different stratosphere, because you never got to see the end and really see the whole thing play out. So so I think it's that is one, I guess, silver lining, is that he did get to have his career, but then think about his daughter and everything she didn't get to have. That sucks, you know. That's just rough.
That's horrible.
Yeah. So, but definitely shout out to Kobe. You know what I'm saying? He's still a lot to learn from him for sure. Speaking of other players with a lot to learn, Ben Simmons. I love Ben Simmons. I've been riding for Ben Simmons. But it's still looking like the Timberwolves are trying to make a trade for Ben Simmons. They're pushing for that late. So I'm just curious, real quick, what do you guys think? Do you think that there still will be a move before this season for Ben Simmons or other possible trades?
It has to be, man. He can't go back to Philly, man.
It's over here. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think he's gonna go somewhere. But Minnesota, I don't know if I like that though. But
they have a lot of talent, but
they do have a lot of talent.
But what would they have to give up to? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So
and that's the thing. It's like you're a young team that could potentially be good in the next couple of years. I think Anthony Edwards is going to be a star in this league. Honestly, I do. But it's like, because you're still growing, do you want to give up X amount of first round picks for him? You know, because you're probably not going to be super great next year either. But you know, who are you going to have to give up to get, you know, Ben Simmons? But I'm kind of with Marcus. I feel like the relationship between Ben and Philly is, you know, tore up a little bit, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's the reason why I feel like he gets moved, you know what I mean?
And it might be better for him just to have a fresh start somewhere else.
Exactly.
Kind of like Marco Fultz had when he left.
For real.
Yeah, maybe he'll go somewhere for a couple of years, get a jump shot, and then he might return. Now he'll set them then, you know?
Yeah, you never know.
So I don't know, but I don't think he's going back this year though.
Anthony Weston says he thinks it's going to be a surprise team. Unk says Aaron Fox for Ben Simmons. What do you think?
A lot of teams. So a lot of the teams for Ben Simmons have been kind of like the lower end teams. It's been like Sacramento, Cleveland, the Timberwolves. I think the only big team that was in, I think, was the Warriors, but they were still trying to figure out like how they could really make that happen. And you know, him and Draymond probably wouldn't work.
Draymond would have to go.
Yeah, exactly. Draymond would have to go. But a lot of like some of the lower end teams from last year were really, really interested, and I think the Raptors were interested in too. So,
but actually, looking at that Darren Fox trade, that actually will be dope. Seeing Darren Fox in Philly, I think, 'cause he's a good player, but we don't get to see him play because he's in Sacramento.
Exactly.
Right.
So
Exactly.
going over there, you can see how good he really is.
And he's more of pure point guard to play with Embiid. I don't know.
Yep.
And then the Kings have a lot. The Kings are cool to me. Like they're a fun team to watch. You know, they kind of that would be interesting to see him play with them too. So,
and they're in games too. Like it's funny because like Marcus was saying, you don't really get to watch them because they're not on TV very often. But like when you watch, like you got like box scores and stuff like that, man, they're always in games. Like always, it's just can never really finish them. But I think he'd help them, get to the playoffs. I think.
Yeah, Anthony Weston says SGA and picks maybe with OKC. Pop says Simmons for Fox, no way.
Fox ain't having it. He's a big Philly fan.
He likes Fox too, but he likes Simmons. So
so Pop's want to keep Simmons?
Yeah, he does, but I just don't know if it's gonna work. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And then also shout out to Jackie McMullen. She's retiring. I like Jackie McMullen, but I don't know. I think she's pretty cool. So I give her a shout out.
No, I'm just playing. But she acts as a good reporter and everything and journalist. I think she was really cool. She's not known unless you know basketball. That's how I think.
True.
I think the younger generation would be like, "Who is that?" But she's cool because she played too, didn't she?
I think she did. Yeah, I think she did. So that's why I got one picture. But this is just at like a charity game or something.
She's not
because I was trying to see.
Hey.
Yeah, but that's for NBA talk though. I think that's pretty much it. I was gonna run through these comments real quick. Unk said Kobe was all heart. Anthony Weston, we didn't get to see his total impact. Pop said Phil had the touch. That's for sure. Definitely helped him change up some things for sure. And then go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the other comment from Unk too. He was saying about he's been watching Larry Bird videos. Dude was awesome. Glad to see him play live. And Larry Bird was definitely pretty dope. He was bad. He was a bad boy. So I think that's pretty cool. Unk's going back and watching that. It is one of those things though, Marcus, you were just talking about the younger generation. Like there's certain players and things where it's just not the same. You can't really appreciate them unless you watch a game of them or like how they play, Watching highlights is just not always the same. So we definitely got to see a lot of good players in our time.
I did have one question too. Did you see that Jared Dudley is going to be a coach for the Dallas Mavericks?
Yeah.
And LeBron was kind of really upset about it, but I'm like, he didn't play. So I don't know. You guys know something that I don't know about Jared Dudley? I know he might be a good locker room guy, but
I think that's what it is. I think he's a good locker room guy, but there was rumors floating around that he might join the Lakers staff as a coach because he wasn't going to come back as a player. So maybe LeBron was thinking that was going to happen, and then he went to the Mavs instead. But yeah, I guess Jared Dudley being in the news, it's like something you don't really expect. But we'll see because they're going to have a lot of ex players, I think, on that Dallas Mavericks coaching staff. So.
Miami would take some points from the Lakers and let UD be a coach. Stop playing.
There you go.
He's coming back, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's 18 years or 19.
I think it's 19.
19. I thought it was 18. It might be an 18, 19, but he's been with them for a minute.
Yeah. Pop says he carries LeBron's luggage.
That's why he was upset. He lost his bag.
Got it.
That makes sense. That
makes a lot of sense.
All right, that's what's up. But okay, we'll go ahead and keep it moving. I think that's what we have for basketball. But it's going to be exciting. We'll take a closer look at the schedule and things like that as we get nearer to October. But that's what's up for basketball. Let's go ahead and keep it moving.
All right, guys, it's your boy Strizzy. We're wrapping it up with the Overweight Championship of the World. Getting back to the studio, guys, in 3, 2.
Whoa! No wrap up yet. Hold on. What are you going back to the studio for? Mr. A is right here. Overweight champion of the world.
For other sports.
For other sports like what?
Like golf.
Like golf. Mr. A can play golf.
And tennis.
Tennis, sure. Soccer, baseball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mr. A can do all that, especially hockey too. I even go on ice.
Okay.
No reason to go back to that. Other sports is right here. We got other sports right here.
You heard it here first. We got other sports right here.
All right. Other sports.
That's the best video ever right there.
I know.
And the longer one is on our YouTube too. The longer one's too funny because when you make your appearance, it's just you know what I'm saying? It's just so classic. And you knew exactly what to do. So I guess we could start other sports there. WWE SmackDown was in town last week. Shout out to them. Some of the boys got to go see that and stuff, and it looked pretty cool. Honestly, I know. You know, it's not the same anymore, but
I just feel bad that the younger generation, again, I'm sounding old, but they will never know like the real wrestling, like the Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior and Sting and Macho Man. Like that, to me, that was a good storyline. It was real wrestlers. Now it's all about, you know, it's just different. I don't know. I think that was real, even though it wasn't real wrestling, but it was, you know, the storyline was good, you know. So it was just kind of cool.
No, exactly.
No, absolutely. Real quick though, I have to give a warm welcome to my Aunt Pam joining. She's joining from DC. Said sorry for joining late. You don't have to apologize at all. And definitely I'm thinking of you for sure. Can't wait to see you again, and can't wait to help you out. But definitely thank you for joining. Thank you for joining.
Sorry, Pam.
But yeah, that's so cool though. I'm glad she got to tune in and stuff, you know. So but yeah, so other sports. We talked about the WWE SmackDown. One funny thing that happened this weekend, a Kentucky Derby horse actually got out of the trailer, like when they were on their way to the Derby or somehow, and got out onto the highway. And so there was some pretty interesting footage of this horse basically just trucking down the highway, just galloping. And I thought it was funny. I hate, you know, the horse had some minor injuries, but nothing too crazy. But you know, and I don't want anything to happen to animals, of course. You know, I hate that anything would happen, but I thought it was funny kind of because especially they had the number on and everything. Like he was just like, I'm out. So,
so I thought that was race or after the race.
I think it was before.
Oh, okay.
But he was just like, hey, when the gates open, like I'm going. Like I don't know, I guess. So that was pretty funny though. And Moms was definitely laughing about that story too. She pointed that one out. For MLB, we got Miguel Cabrera, one of my favorite players, joining the 500 club, hitting his 500th home run on Sunday. And that's just an exclusive club. Only 28 people have ever done that. So definitely big shout out to him joining.
Did he get it pretty fast?
MLB history.
Was it kind of fast for him to get there, or is it like a normal?
It was kind of normal. I think he actually slowed down a little bit in the last couple of years.
Oh, okay.
But it was always kind of a given that he should get there. So that's what's up though for him. And then something else interesting, some more history. The Yankees and the Braves, now they played last night and the Yankees won, but entering that game, they each had a 9-game winning streak. And that's the first time since 1901 that's ever happened in baseball. So I just thought that was kind of interesting, but I also thought, like, I'm surprised that hasn't happened before. But I guess that shows you how hard it is to get a 9-game win streak.
Right.
So the Yankees, though, they won that, but they're both kind of streaking. A lot of teams still trying to go for that playoff position coming down the stretch, about a month left in the season. So we'll be watching that. But, you know, it's hard to get excited for baseball until it's like that playoff for real. So
October.
Yeah, so we'll be watching closely. When it comes to college football, we're only 9 days away. Definitely pumped up for that. Definitely going to be some good matchups right away. The Big Ten, the ACC, and the Pac-12 did announce officially that they're going to have an alliance. They haven't exactly said what that means, but I think they're basically just trying to team up against the SEC and try to like kind of join forces so that they can try to have more decision-making power, I guess. So we'll see. We'll see on that. One other thing about NCAA, though, the Fiesta Bowl out here in Arizona did partner with Caesars to have a sports book. So they're going to be the first ever college bowl game with a sports book on site. So that's just wild to me. You would never think that you would have that kind of stuff associated so closely with especially college sports, but here we are. It's like a whole new world. So what else? NHL. Oh, yeah. The Coyotes, another kind of local news, but the Coyotes are actually going to be leaving Glendale, and they're looking to maybe relocate to Tempe. I just think that's kind of sad because as far as like out here, like they've been at Westgate for 18 years now, which is crazy to think it's been that long. Seriously. And it's finally popping. It's finally popping now, and then they're gonna the team's not gonna be there. So
they were there before the Cardinals, huh?
Yeah, they were there for a long time. So
is it for sure they leaving, or is it like an idea?
Well, no. So yeah, the Glendale, the city of Glendale has the rights to the stadium, and their lease is on like a year to year, and they told them that they're not going to renew it after this year. So as of
So they're gonna do it
end of the year,
they could use it for something else.
I think they said they're going to try to use it for concerts more, and that they make more money per concert than more money per game. But you can't fill it up that much. Yeah. So that was Glendale's decision. So we'll see. Anthony West says more hockey fans in the East Valley, so maybe they'll get it popping. I just want to know, is it going to be like a new arena, or is it going to be something else, that's already there?
They're going to take over the that's outside.
So yeah. That's all I'll say. Yeah, it has to
call the stadium again, the ASU Stadium.
Yeah, so we'll see what's up with that. Boxing, Unc was on this really early. Pacquiao looked bad this weekend. We talked about him potentially getting upset, and he did. He went down in the decision. But he did not look the same. So
are you supposed to lose that fight when the dude came in late? Like it was a late decision for the dude, and you still lost? That means Spence would have killed him then.
Right? Well, I think so. I definitely think so. But this guy was also preparing for a fight. He also had a belt. So he was actually going to be the main undercard on this fight. And so he kind of stepped up. So he wasn't totally just like a cab driver that they found. He's definitely had his own record and everything, but still Pacquiao should have probably held his own.
Yeah, he dominated Pacquiao. So I'm like, what's going on, man?
Right. So real quick though, Strizzy, is that it for your boy?
Yeah, I think it's done. I think he would have lost big time if he would have fought Spence. He was grasping for punches, you know what I'm saying? Like he was throwing some wild ones, which a lot of times Mayweather's kind of known for throwing some wild punches, you know what I mean? But in his younger days, it was, easier for him to connect and, stuff like that. So hopefully he looks at this fight like, this is it. I think he's done.
But, yeah. Did you see the interview when he said it was something wrong with his legs? Do you think that was true, or he just making an excuse?
Old age, maybe.
Maybe it felt like something was wrong. Yeah. I don't know, but
what was wrong was he was getting hit in the head. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lose that equilibrium, so like that, your legs feel wobbly. He got dominated in that fight. You know what I mean? It wasn't anything close. You know what I mean? Unanimous for a reason. Like, you think he lost like every round except for maybe 2 of them or something like that. And even then, you could have gone either way.
Well, he's had a big career. I think it's time. Yeah. Much respect to him, but don't make it worse. And he's got the presidential campaign coming up, so we can do that. Got to welcome in Stephanie Washington. What's up? What's up?
Yeah,
Stephanie.
What's good? What's good? Appreciate you joining the show. But yeah, so then the last thing, this soccer scene, the fans stormed the pitch during a game in Nice in France, and it got pretty ugly. They actually started attacking the players and things like that. It started when a player was down near the corner and they threw a bottle at him. And so some of the players went over and they were like kind of near the fence and they were kind of like, yelling and stuff like that at the fans. And so then the fans decided they basically just weren't having it. They came onto the pitch and actually got to some of the players like physically. So just another one of those crazy scenes where it's like, I don't know where this is going. You know what I'm saying? It seems like it keeps getting worse. And soccer is known for their craziness and their passion, but I just don't think, do you guys see yourself being that crazy about anything that you would be, like this?
No.
I mean,
no, I'm not jumping down the field for no reason at all, like ever.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. So
and I don't really know why it's getting worse. Is it just one of those? Are we just getting into like a place where people just want their 15 minutes, so they all just want to be like, I'm gonna go on the field because?
Well, kind of, yeah. I mean, we got the social media and everybody's got a camera and things like that.
I don't know. It's wild to me. It's crazy.
And also, everybody's been in the house, you know what I'm saying, for a while. So, some of these places are barely opening up, and this is the first time fans are really having a chance to get back into the stadiums. And I'm like, you're going to ruin it right away. Yeah. So,
right.
Yeah. They're going to start equipping web guards with weapons, and they might, That's just too much for me, though. I don't know. Mom's fans are losing their minds. That's for sure.
So I had 2 other sport things I want to talk about, if that's cool. The first one was about Garrett Smith got signed, or not signed, but he got accepted into North Carolina A&T for the golf team. So he's gonna be golfing with those guys. I don't understand why he doing that. I don't know.
Well,
I know he won't play golf, but I don't know it's a way to get to become a pro. I guess I don't know, but
yeah, I'm not sure either. I mean, maybe he just was like, I don't know, because I did see that he enrolled and he was trying to get a variance to join or whatever. And I think that's pretty cool if he's taking up golf. But I'm like, I wonder why there, and does he have like a relationship with one of the coaches or something, or
yeah,
his
I didn't
friends
get
are there?
that.
I don't know. It's kind of random, but he's kind of random. So
Yeah, because
we'll see.
I'm pretty sure if he want to try to get into pro, he can. He J.R. Smith. If you can play, you get in there. You know.
Yeah, you
But
just
I
show
don't
up and
know
pay
the
your
whole
way into the
thing.
tournaments. Like you don't have to go to
Yeah,
school, or
for sure.
I don't know. But maybe he
I
needs to
don't
learn
know.
more.
Probably. And the
So
last thing in other sports, I want you guys seen the Hood Olympics or the crates? Have you guys been watching those other sports? That's been
yeah,
really good.
Where are these
If
crates
you
coming from, dog?
it's crazy though how everybody's just like, I need
it's a
to do my thing.
it's
You
a
know what I'm
sport.
saying?
Should we do one? I'm not
No,
getting on there, but we
no,
can set it up and Slack,
no.
and we can see if people can get past it.
I'm good. Why
I'm
are
good.
you saying set up the prize? Like put up a little a
I'm
fun?
saying, but I know we smart enough. We're not gonna do it, but hey,
Exactly. I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
but
I
we
don't
don't,
need to.
but we don't have insurance. I don't think either. So some people don't get hurt.
Yeah, somebody getting hurt, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, your insurance don't cover that."
Those
Son.
weren't my crates. Yeah, I'm not taking the liability. But yeah, the crate challenge, it is crazy how people are just like so excited to hurt themselves and just like, let me try. Like,
I know.
I don't know. But
It's gonna all start when somebody gets seriously hurt. That's when
Yeah.
it's going.
Well,
I did see one
who's landing on their face and their heads and their necks. I'm just like, yo, somebody gonna snap something soon. It's gonna be all bad.
I did
think
see
we had
one where
one
the
today.
kid kicked the crates out from under somebody when they're up in the middle at the top. Like I was like, that was messed up. Like I'm like,
we fighting after that.
yeah,
Like we fighting after that.
Yeah, I think it was one I was watching today of somebody live. It was actually a live thing, and the kid fell. They was like, "Oh, he's not moving." They said, "Call 911," and it went off. So I don't know if he got really because he wasn't moving. So I don't know, man.
I don't
So
know. But I was trying to show Pops, but it was so crazy. Like there were so many now, I couldn't even find like the original couple ones. Like I just wanted to show him like here's the couple, how it started.
Yep.
And now it's like I it's too much. I don't know.
They even had a cop doing one. I'm like, if he fall his gun go off, what's gonna happen then?
Tase himself or something? Like, no, dude. Jackass all over again, Mom says. And Grace says, Strizzy, I see you trying this.
Once upon a time, Grace. Once upon a time.
Hey, if we see this on your TikTok, dog, you got some explaining to do.
Real,
no, sir, I couldn't do it. I've already said to plenty of people, like, no,
we'll put some mattresses.
We see in the background, Strizzy's got some crates all lined up. What's that in the back? You already setting it up.
I don't even know where to get these crates. That's why I was talking to Marcus earlier. I was like, where are people getting them from? Like,
but I do have an idea. We're gonna talk off wax. It's gonna be real funny. I think we'll do this. So I got an idea, and we'll present it next week. I think we all can do this though. Yeah.
All right, that's what's up. So we'll talk more about that. That's too funny though. But we had actually a this or that reigned in from the comments earlier. Shout out to Miss Myra May. You know what I'm saying? No Myra May today, but I Unc gave us a this or that I want to use real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire off, and we'll do that real quick. Okay, this or that. That's for you, Myra. So Unc earlier said Stephen A. Smith or Max Kellerman.
That's too easy.
This or that on Stephen A. Smith or Max Kellerman. Want to go ahead and see what you guys think in the comments. And Strizzy, I'll start with you since Marcus says too easy.
I hate both of them. No, I was playing. It's tough, man, because obviously sometimes I feel like sometimes I feel like they be picking sides just to argue. You know what I mean? Like they don't actually believe what they're saying, but they gotta argue.
Right.
But I guess it's funny. I feel like a lot of times I actually agree with Max a little bit more than I do Stephen A. But I feel like Stephen A. a lot of times makes a lot more sense in his arguments. So I'm gonna go Max, man. Stephen A gets on my nerves a little bit. I'm gonna go Max. I'm gonna go Max Kellerman.
Marcus, where are you going?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of either one, but I'm gonna go with Stephen A. Because only reason because he knows more about other sports, like other sports, but I segment, but he knows about football. You know what I'm saying? Basketball,
Right.
football. But Max, he's a boxing guy, so
definitely.
Boxing,
I agree with that.
He kills with boxing, but other sports, I'm not. I don't think he knows that much about it. I know he watches, but I don't think he knows enough about it to give his a good opinion. So I'll go with Stephen because he knows a little bit about, he's versatile. I think he can do that. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Stephen A. But like I said, I'm not a fan of either one of them really.
I'm going with Max Kellerman. That's my dog. I love Max Kellerman. I think he's too funny. And like you said, Marcus, the boxing, like he's just on point. And that's where I started. I feel like getting more into him. I don't really like him on the show, whatever it's called. What's it called now? I can't even remember. First Take. I don't like him, and I don't really watch that show. But I listened to Max Kellerman when he was on ESPN Radio LA for a long time. Him and Max Kellerman and Marcellus Wiley, they had a show together. Yeah. And I listened to that like every day. And so I feel like I just like Max Kellerman more, and I'm more into him from that. But I don't like the show, and if I had to pick on the show, I don't know. They're both kind of just like you're saying, kind of nonsense.
We kind of all have the same
and not just him. Put Molly in there too. She's another reason I don't like it too. So
yeah, I can't watch it, but I like listening to Max on other things or listening to him do boxing for sure.
Yeah, and he does hold his own though. I don't like they be jumping him a lot when they come on. He stays his ground. Like he don't, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta keep your conviction.
There's only one time he kind of had to go back on his word. It was talking about Tom Brady was done. He's over the hill.
That cliff.
Off the cliff. Yeah, and then when he won Super Bowl, he was like, But other than that, like I said, he holds his own. So I would go with that. But I seen a comment that he said, Anthony said about Colin Cowherd. Yep. I really like that guy. I really do like Colin.
I actually agree with that. I think Colin Cowherd
he's pretty cool. I don't even know how to rank who's the best on TV because I just feel like there's nobody like so much. I'm just like,
exactly.
Yeah. Honestly, actually, maybe Marcellus Wiley though. I do like Marcellus Wiley. Like he's more of a contrarian. He kind of doesn't always go with the crowd. So I feel like I don't know. I kind of like him, but I don't know.
I gotta go. My favorite is Kendrick Perkins. Y'all know why. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And he gets his thing on too. He says some outlandish things too. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. Did you catch him on? There was like this weird like Twitter thing. Did you guys get that the other 2 days ago or something like that? Mm-hmm. I got this weird like notification that he was on like some Twitter. It's weird. It's kind of like
a new live.
Yeah, it's kind of like Twitter Live, but like you go into it and like everybody there is like muted, but they could like it's kind of like what's it called?
Well, he does he does hoop string. That's a separate thing he does.
Right?
Was that it?
I don't know.
He did that. He does a separate thing. Yeah, because Jalen and Jacoby, they be on there sometimes with him.
Yeah, they were on there too. And it's pretty dope. And then like they have everybody muted, but like they'll give people like a chance to talk and like weigh in.
It's pretty big.
Tight. It's pretty sick.
They've been doing that for a little while. Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, it's dope. I was like, this is. I don't know how I got the notification for it. It just randomly popped up, and I joined in and was like listening in. It was pretty dope.
That's tight. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, it was tight.
We do got some comments raining in. I want to check on these. Pop says both are terrible. Stephen A is ESPN's Uncle Tom. Slight edge to Smith. Kellerman is excellent with boxing. He says Cowherd, how can you listen to him? Anthony Weston says Cowherd has the best show format. And I used to listen to Colin Cowherd's podcast version, but I'll have to check him out some more again.
I listen to his podcast version a lot too.
Unc says I like Shannon Sharp and Emmanuel Acho.
Okay.
Uncle Shannon he's cool sometimes.
Pop says DC is best and Romo. I do love Daniel Cormier for MMA. Man. Like he's just tight.
UFC, but he's so good, man. He's so good. He's entertaining and he knows what he's talking about.
Hopefully he don't come back again though. Hopefully he stay where he's at.
No, he ain't coming back. He's good.
He's good. Yeah. And Romo is obviously dope when it comes to NFL. You know what I'm saying? He needs to go ahead and save us from our misery and join Monday Night Football because Monday Night Football is terrible. We need him on there. So I need that to happen.
Yeah, that's more of a commentator though,
right?
Or for the show. So
right. So that's just his favorite commentators, yeah.
But he just got paid though, right? CBS, right? So he probably
he
won't be
did.
leaving.
That's what they're saying. He says Anthony West says they all have something you won't like, but Colin actually has a segment where he admits when he was wrong.
That's the main part I like about him, that he does bring it up. But all you guys don't want to do that. They don't do that when they're wrong about something.
Pop says, "Can't wait to meet you, Weston." And I'm telling you, I think y'all are related somehow. You know what I'm saying? Both from the same small town. So we're definitely gonna have to make that happen too. But
that'll be cool.
It is funny though. Like
we gotta do it soon because he's in Dallas. We gotta go to a Cowboy game. We all might get down there, man.
I was looking honestly though. I was looking at the tickets for the Panthers game, and my pockets was like, whoa. Like, bro, I was like, yo,
right now, bro. Like, I was looking
anything
at
lower deck, like anything not upper deck was like out of the budget. Like, I was like, what's going on here?
Crazy right now. Like, I was even looking at hotels in Vegas just for a weekend or something like that. Even hotel, like, dude, like the Golden Nugget in like downtown is like $250. I was like, you got planned.
Golden Nugget.
That's a $60 a night hotel. What you mean $250? I was like, ain't no way.
That's $39 a night, dog. Man, come on.
All that to people. That's what I'm saying, dog. Ain't no way I'm paying $250 for the Golden Nugget on a weekend. Ain't no way.
That's funny, dog.
And that's a night, bro. That wasn't for the whole weekend. That's a night.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, and I did say, when are we coming out to Texas? We're gonna make it happen. And yeah, Anthony West says Jerry Jones make it up for the pandemic. That's for sure. Trying to get all that back. But yeah, that's all we pretty much have. Oh, I have my calendar real quick. Nothing too crazy, but this week in sports, Champions League already begins, which is like the season-long soccer tournament, big soccer tournament. It's already beginning this week. U.S. Open qualifying is beginning this week. And then I was going to actually ask you, Strizzy or Marcus, if you guys watch this Professional Fighters League. It's like MMA on ESPN.
I haven't watched it. I've seen highlight stuff, but I haven't actually watched it myself.
So I watched a couple of them actually, and it's pretty dope. But they basically took like professional fighters and they're just like teaching them MMA along the lines. So and it's men and women, a lot of them boxers, or a lot of them different like specialties. But the playoffs are actually on Friday, and it's kind of dope. But they're like actually like fighting their way down, kind of tournament style. So so that's pretty cool if you want to check that out. NCAA football starts this weekend already. This is like kind of like the preseason week. Like technically next weekend is like the kickoff, but we have some big names going this week, including Hawaii at UCLA. And then Sunday, the NFL preseason wraps up, and then the big cut down. So that's kind of what to look forward to this weekend in sports, and I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think the Tyron Woodley and Jake Paul fight is Sunday.
Yes, I'm sorry, that's the 28th. So that's Saturday. Are you guys going to be watching that, or what do you think?
I'm gonna watch it. You got nothing else going on.
I feel like I don't have to watch it because 3 seconds after it's over, like it's gonna be. I'm not gonna be able to miss it on my timeline. So,
who you guys got winning?
Hopefully Woodley.
I know. I'm rooting for Woodley, but for some I think Jake Paul's gonna win.
I thought Woodley had it locked up, but last week Jared kind of messed everything up, man. So I don't know.
Kind of made you nervous. I saw. Yeah, but is this actually being judged, right? This one's actually being judged.
This is a real fight. Right? This is not like Logan versus Mayweather. This is a real sanctioned fight. Knockouts, all that fun stuff. It's I think the reason what really kind of shut me down is like Woodley kind of started giving Jake Paul props like last week, and I was like, why would you?
It's not a good sign.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He was just like, no. He's like, don't let the Disney stuff fool you. This is a real fighter. It's gonna be a real fight. He's like, I haven't trained like this for blah blah blah. Like he was like giving Jake.
So he's giving pre-excuses. Dang.
That's what I'm saying. He was giving like pre-excuses, and I was like, that's not a good look.
Yeah,
he's already spending that money. He's spending $8 million already, so
for real.
Crazy. But all right then, that's what's up. Unc also said he's maybe come back out here during the winter. That's what's up. The weather will be good, so
good time.
We're gonna have to definitely make some things happen, some meetups or something. So but with that being said, I think that was it. I think that's Say Like a Champ, episode 104.
One more thing. When you guys doing your next challenge, man? Like you two doing something. When y'all gonna do it?
We gotta do it soon. We gotta do it soon. We got a few different things. I think we're gonna have to do golf. That should be pretty easy. Yeah. We're gonna do probably the batting cages. We got one football one figured out, and I'm thinking maybe a punt, pit, pass, kick football situation.
Yeah.
And then actually the one which is gonna be really special. I'll tell you guys after this. because it's going to take some time. So that'll be a little tease. But yeah, definitely we're going to put some more stuff up on our YouTube. We got to keep that moving. You know what I'm saying? And also maybe even the separate shows for the Thursday picks, you know, just the separate like 10, 15-minute show to do our picks every week too. So lots to look forward to. We appreciate everybody rocking with us. That's for sure. And yeah, it's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Shizzy.
Taco Tuesday. I don't have my mic and stuff, so I can't do like I want to.
Taco Tuesday. Peace.